Today we are visiting the graves of 3 of the 4 victims who were murdered by Joe Palczynski.
He's in heaven. I know he's in heaven. God's going to forgive him, because when you're sick like that, you don't really know what you're doing.
The hostage negotiation situation in Dundalk is now entering its 27th hour.
Right now we're on Lang Street. In March of 2000, a man named Joe Palczynski held a family of 3 hostage for nearly 4 days on this very street. The manhunt for Joe went on for 10 days after Mr. Palczynski killed 4 people. This is the house right here that Joe Palczynski spent his final moments. I remember seeing the video clip on the news when I was a kid of the man climbing out the window, then the police rushing in. They shot Mr. Palczynski over 20 times. He was pretty much instantly dead.
The standoff is over, but the grief is far from over for families who lost loved ones.
We are at St. George's Episcopal Church Cemetery, and we are visiting the graves of George and Gloria Shenk. They were the first 2 victims killed by Joe Palczynski. The rampage all began on March 7th, 2000, when Joe Palczynski came to the home of George and Gloria Shenk, where at the time his estranged girlfriend, Tracy Whitehead, was staying.
Gloria Jean and George Shenk opened their home to Tracy Whitehead, but it was Joseph Palczynski who came into their home and shot them.
And here is the final resting place of George and Gloria Shenk.
All I can remember is, I think he said, "Tracy, you're going with me." And he told Gloria to hang the phone up. And she got up off the couch and he shot her twice. And then George got up and then he shot him.
We have George, and there's Gloria, as well as their daughter.
David Meyers heard Whitehead's screams and went to help, but he was shot and killed.
We are at Moreland Memorial Park Cemetery. This is where the 3rd victim is buried, David Meyers. David was murdered by Mr. Palczynski not long after he killed George and Gloria.
And he picked me up by my hair and dragged me out the door, and I was screaming for help, and he was like, "Shut up, shut up." And that's when David Meyers came around. He heard me, and he shot him.
And here it is. I was unable to find the grave of the 4th victim, Jennifer McDonnell, who was killed the very next day. He was attempting to hijack a car when he shot and killed Miss McDonnell. Rest in peace to all the victims that were killed by Joseph Palczynski.
I won't kill anybody else. I won't hurt anybody else. I did not mean to do any of this.
The chilling voice of a killer days before he is shot and killed by police.